Hello, greetings, and for joining Science Broadcast, brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. Alright, yeah, energy is like shot because the astral stuff and life stuff's not going so great, so we're just kind of do what we can here. So this is a little bit out of the ordinary about, I'm not sure if this is going to get any attention, Mount Everest. I don't know if anybody knows what the hell I'm talking about. I know Mount Shasta is a big one, but Mount Everest is obviously a larger energy there. Uh, it is, yeah, there's several portals. There are obviously ET energies and Agartha all wrapped into one. Not to say I have to go out and climb Mount Everest or anything like that, but you can get connected to the vibrations of it, tap into the Earth's energies or into the Earth's core. It's just another way of. I was gonna make a solo video about this, but I still might. I might not. But it's basically, many people use, crystals and candles, stuff like that, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. But eventually, the idea is for us to get to a certain level where we don't really need those things so much. Where you're adjusted into your own energy, into your own person, where you can open up dimensions and realities with your mind. Obviously, got a while for that, but that's one of the reasons why we're here for. So obviously, we're going to use tools for now, but not to be jealous or anything of other people that can do it, because some of them are just built that way for various reasons, depending on their situation. But it just that's where we're heading to more of like opening up the tools that are within ourselves, as we're doing right now, channeling other energies. Just the crystals are good on the outside, but eventually it's going to shift into you don't need it anymore. So, but it is good to have around, definitely. Obviously, the Atlanteans use crystals, but they're pretty highly activated themselves. So if you're highly activated and you activate a crystal, you actually magnify your vibration to a crystal, and you have yeah, give you an idea on that. So Mount Everest, this is like where this idea came from, or connection, because I don't really connect to that stuff like that. I'm working on a project that I'll eventually make public here. And the channeled energy was like a mountain energy to take it to different dimensions, different realities. And something similar to Mount Everest, actually, the one I was connected to was actually a lot larger, but either way, we use what we got. So it makes sense in the long run, obviously. Of course, Mount Shasta has a lot of reptilian energies, I'll tell you that. It serves a different purpose. It's similar, but not the same. Everest is like the core of the Earth. It's like the Earth's core kind of lives within it. Of course, it doesn't, but it kind of does tap into a lot stronger. So tapping into Mount Everest energy is like going into Agartha's reality. Of course, you can do that in Antarctica, but Everest is another method to do so. And obviously there's a lot of bird energies there, but high vibration being. I mean, there's a lot of bird carrying beings that are protecting it at this time, because it does have. Obviously, people can just go there just to climb it and just to be a part, feel the vibration of it, basically. But there's a lot of people lost their lives too. It's not for everybody, obviously. But it is. Let's see. It is a healing factor with it. That's why a lot of people are doing it. And some of them die, but that's kind of where they wanted to die. That sounds weird. Doesn't sound great, but that's where they wanted to leave. So it is it's a transportation. I mean, if you die there, most likely you will go into the higher realms pretty quickly, depending on who you are. Not everybody's going to like that, but it is highly likely. So there are no accidents, let's put it that way. It's hard. Everything's hard, but I mean, if you're going to go, some people want to go that way, let's put it that way. So, yeah, it could be worse. So, alright, let's tap into that, and then the other alien energies. This might be a short one for tonight, because I'm kind of wiped out. It's just reading recent stuff going on. So, see if I can get my act together here. Alright, this is inventory.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. We have a scheduler, one on a channel, Google Hangouts, joined by phone. Questions are like 10 days at this time. Social same situation here. Other channels and heroes I do recommend. Social network and awesomeness. Thank you for your support. Okay. Alright, Mount Everest, and then also probably the Sahara Desert. That's probably the same part, because, yeah. So alien energies here. Let's see. Garthian energies are here at this time. Alright, one moment. Alright, let's see what we can tap into. There is satellite images of Everest, but a lot of them are not 100% accurate. There are portal energies all through it. There is also a connection to Yemen there, because it has a Stargate there somewhere. And Everest is it's in another dimension though. Actually, there's several of them. One is active at this time. They're not going to tell me where it is for obvious reasons, but it is in another dimension. It is one where they can go from there to here pretty quickly. I don't see Illuminati energies there. There is a lot of around Everest. There's a lot of Yael energies. There's Palladian, Yael. There's a little bit of everybody. Shasta is mostly reptilian. There are other beings that are reptilian. It's pretty heavy energy there. So that's a popular place, but either way. Alright, yeah, Everest has pretty much everything. So, alright, we'll see what we got here. Greetings. We are the Garthians. This is, yes, it's a transporter. It takes you from one place to another. Yes, we don't see many people literally disappearing, but some of them do. It is not a place for everyone. As you can see, you have to be at a higher vibration, to really survive your Everest. There's much going on underground of it, of course. There are, yes, bases that are reptilian, actually. But there are other vibrations there. So, it is a healing place. It is a place of many connections. Healing is one of them. An Arcturian vibration of finding more of you. So, if you're not ready to confront yourself, opening up to Everest isn't always going to be the easiest. You can't heal with Everest's energy zone. It's a transport. It'll take you someplace else. So you tap into, you might feel a Palladian world, a Syrian world, etc., a frog world, a giant world. And it's fragments of yourself that's there. It took you there for a reason. So it's another way to astral project. And you can astral project into Agartha if you truly need so, but some of you are already there. This is your understanding your world. Going to Everest and astral projecting in other places. Everest is a place of activating yourself. You go there to activate, and then you go somewhere else. Astral travel. It's a booster. Yes, you might run into maybe not the most friendly beings at times, but you can clear that. It's there to test you. But other mountains can be. Shasta has a. You can do the same with any mountain energy. But Everest is there to get your attention. Is to say we are. There's a lot within our vibrations. That is kind of like your Earth's mothership in some ways. It is watching everything. An alien being can tap into your Everest or any mountain from your Everest, they feel the vibrations of your Earth. What's going on with society here? Who are you? So this is why people are drawn there. They're not realizing they're finding more about themselves. On a third dimensional level, on a fourth dimensional level, they probably shave their heads after the experience or before. So they can tap into the consciousness of the mountains and almost be transported to another version of Earth, which is possible. So as you say, a transporter, where you're going isn't always up to you. Sometimes you get sent to places you need to go. And sometimes it's difficult to leave those places. Astrally. It's a place, yes, a warning of self-discovery is there to help you find your self-direction here. Yes, many are closed off on this planet. Some of it, they don't want to see who they truly are. They want to keep it a secret, even for themselves. Unwrapping one's inner workings is easier said than done, as we know. But yes, shadow work, yes. But you come to find the shadow, but there is a light side, like your angelic side kind of brought you here to open up the shadow. Your angelic side brought you here to just take a peek or to open it up. Many are having difficulties chiming in for obvious reasons. Because you want to be seen as you project yourself to others. But there's another side to you that needs to be let go. And some do bring it out. You might not like what they say. But it's like, yeah, I've been kind of feeling that actually. I feel like a freak sometimes. So it's there to actually pull it out of you. So somebody see like sometimes if you're evil or you have whatever it might be that people are seeing in you, is there to pull that side of you out. Yeah, selfishness to pull that out and to help improve you and throughout your day, your life, for that matter. The idea is for self-improvement here. This is a self-improvement world. But not everybody's here for that. Some are here to build realities. Your Disney World's a reality. It's been built. Your stores are different realities. You can say your stores are like little different universes. The little items everywhere. All those things came from different places. Your universe, other universes, other galaxies, other realities is a smorgasbord. So when you look at these places, even anywhere for that matter, any type of shop, store, restaurant, all that comes from someplace else. And feeling where it comes from, like that, yes, that chicken came from Sirius. And many are just having difficulties with vegetarianism of the animal. Well, some have vendettas against some of these animals, so eating them makes them feel better. Quite understand why that is there. It's like, we defeated you. Take that. But realize also you're bringing in the knowledge of that animal. And so, yes, many do have difficulties. Well, sometimes knowledge is difficult to get. So, the way animals are being treated, yes, harshly, yes. But once again, they have a lot of knowledge. And you are downloading it. People aren't realizing how much you're downloading. That's why some of their bodies get kind of tied up and not living well. Because they're not really looking at what they have there. And they're looking at it from a third dimensional point of view. So they don't have a way of cleaning it out. Yes, a smoothie, something to clean your body out. And then you'll truly see what you've been downloading from other animals, other species. Your cow is a part of a grounding energy. Grounding to the earth. And much more that they have had difficulties with their planet for a very long time. If your human had a difficulty of listening in your past. So here, they became food for you to listen better. To ground you better. Some feel it's too grounding to the third dimension, but once again, the food was here to shut the human down. The chicken is a lighter energy, and that was actually to kind of separate you from others. So like if everybody just ate cow, it wouldn't be working out so the chicken was a separate energy, and there's others, of course. Kind of break you away. It's like everyone's going to be different, but it still has the same functionality. But chicken isn't obviously the strongest thing to ground you, but it does have an enlightenment there. So it's just different ways of how you categorize. You're going to categorize your world anyway, of who you are, where you come from, and without going into detail, but yes, many of you have your energies in all of these animals here. So some of you feel like when a chicken gets hurt, you get hurt. Because that's your family. That is correct. That is your consciousness there too, and it hurts. That's just not your direction. But for others, it is. So realize when people do eat, I know it sounds strange for many, but when you do have a chicken or something, you might not want it. You might be vegan and not need it, but others need your knowledge. So, just another point of view. Your third dimensional human, yes, is all shut down, sort of. It is, but it knows what it likes to eat, right? So it is downloading. It knows unconsciously. It knows what it's getting, even if it's not spiritually seeing it, because eventually more food consumption is going to come to an end. Right now it's needed to keep you in third dimension, because humans can't handle fourth dimension for anything. If you all just stop eating and everybody went to fourth dimension, at the state of it's in right now, it will not work out so well. If everybody just went vegan all of a sudden, it will not be good. It's choice, and it's just a necessary choice. Because if a person feels that they should not go vegan or vegetarian, that's good. Let yourself figure it out. Because if the frequency is not right for you, and you just do it because you feel like it's the better for the environment, but it doesn't feel right for you, it can mess you up. It's another point of view. Yes, you are what you eat, but realize who are you eating. Some of you, once again, are vegan, and others are eating your energies, which is not always a bad thing. But yes, you feel the pains of the animals, of course, because you are them. Some of you are plant-based beings. Some of you have been a flower, a tree. So seeing an animal get injured is just not your thing. Of course, there are worlds when everybody gets injured, and there's no winners anywhere. You've been there too. But in this world, you're kind of stepping away from war and looking for peace and enlightenment. I mean, you can be on a world where a tree will kick your ass. And you look at trees that cut that tree down. You don't have trees attacking you here. Well, technically you do. Especially after a storm. If a branch falls down, especially if it falls on your car, it's like, I'm having a really messed up day right now. So, yeah, your reality is, you're focused on what you have here. But if you have trees moving around your society, some of you will be not having a problem with them being knocked down, depending on your experience with them, of course. So, and some do have vendettas against certain animals, such as chickens, such as cows, such as pigs, and have no problem eating them due to war, due to famine, and other incarnations, especially pigs. Pigs are more ruthless than any of your reptilians. I'll tell you that. They're a little bit more, just more intense. They can truly mentally drive you insane. A reptilian has a different method. A pig is a lot worse. I mean, some of you look at a pig alien and just get cringy. Like, I don't want to think about that. What does that tell you? Yeah, we can look at an ostrich alien and be okay. We look at a pig alien, it's like, oh, it's just not gonna have nightmares for the next 2 weeks. So that tells you, once again, Just because, I mean, be thankful we don't have some of these aliens here. You might have reptilian beings here. They're far from the most fearful beings out there. Some of them, reptilian beings might be very forceful at times, very warlike, but some of them do have a heart. Even the most negative ones out there can have a heart of gold. Strange but true. Some of them are children-like, yes, but they show their stupidity. So, a reptilian energy, if you get it on its, even if it's a negative way, you get on its good side, you can get a lot out of it. A pig, that doesn't always work. They'll shoot you anyway. Just to let you know. So, yes, this is your, realize we are Garthian. We are Garthian consciousness. See what your Everest opened up here. There's much more. That's just a filing cabinet of information. There's much more. What does that mountain energy know about your world? A great deal. More than dinosaur energies and much more. Previous incarnation worlds, because of its massive, size, it was always large at any point of the shift of your continents. It was always large. Other mountains not so much, but that one was. So it absorbs more. It has a reason. Its location has a purpose. It is a satellite. It is a receiver. It is much more to it than that. So, tapping into that can open up, if you want to do it for a healing purpose, it is another way of opening yourself up. Now, once again, if you like what you see, it's another story. You might not always like it. It is a mirror into your soul. And because of its massive energy, it can pull it out of you. It can wake you up if you know how to tap into it in the right way. Alright, we'll keep it short. One last thing. Yes, your Everest has a lot of mysteries, obviously. And much of those mysteries, yes, are part of your secret societies, secret languages that you're not familiar with, but are very much used within your secret Illuminati groups. Not to say you have to connect to Everest to find that, but realize tapping into unusual places like that, what you can learn. You might not believe it, but the mountain itself is a grounding for your earth. It grounds your energies. It feels and hears everything that you put out there. All your mountains do. Nature feels it. Your trees can get very aggravated by humanity, but also trees can be very like a doctor. You wonder where your doctors come from. They used to be trees in their incarnations. Because they're always healing. So, another way of looking. And yes, they're always talking, too. Blessings. Alright. Alright, hopefully that's helpful. Much love. Thank you for your support.